All right, we're here with Jonathan Fraser. You got a guest too.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, Jonathan.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Hey, let's get right to it. You're the owner of Benevolent Pictures.
That's correct.
And you guys do music videos, you ads, commercials, shorts. How did all this come about?
Well, it's just just being a part of the community and enjoying being on set, and then from there just took a leap, started my own production company, and grabbed a bunch of great people and formed a team. And I'm Meredith Curtis, my assistant director, is in the studio with us.
Hi.
Say hello, Meredith. Sneak up to the mic, say something.
Happy to be here. It's so exciting.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah,
So Meredith is an actress, and she's also an assistant director and a script supervisor for you at Benevolent Pictures. Is that right?
You do a lot.
I do.
Relax.
I do. I have my hands full all the time.
What do you do as an assistant director?
I am Jonathan's, right-hand man. We work great as a team. Like if he doesn't see something and I see it, he allows me to jump in, and we work off each other really great. We can read each other.
You always have to have somebody there to catch what's going on if you miss something. And then the second unit, which would be the pickup shots outside, or the extras that somehow disappear when you're filming something else and you need them. She kind of whips them into shape.
Yeah.
She carries a whip. So.
Well, how about the script supervisor? You can't very well do that if you're being Jonathan's right-hand man, or do you do all of it?
I do all of it at the same time.
Joey, we got to get somebody like this, because we can't handle even doing what we're doing.
No, and I don't think Galen knows what he's doing either, so.
He never says, so we're never going to know.
Ugh,
we literally are a great team, and when you work with people and you just try to find those right people to join, and right then that's when the magic happens.
We just clicked, everyone on set. It was like one big family, but
I think
when we had to get stuff done, it was professional.
You always hear about that in even the big movies. That Tarantino works with the same crew, and Spielberg, and you're like, well, yeah. Once you start doing that and find the people you really like working with, duh.
So did you find everybody just through making other films and doing stuff in town, or how did that all come about?
Yeah, one of the main things that a lot of people will ask me is, where do I find a crew? And you find a crew by having an eye, and when you work on set, and there's people who are willing to show up with a friend, and you just pull them, and you're able to study people and see what they would be good at, and literally. Meredith showed up and she picked up on everything. She picked up on the actors. She was very hands-on.
I came on thinking I was going to be a PA, and Jonathan the first day is like, I need you to be my AD. So I was like, awesome, yeah.
Nice, you jumped up from PA all the way to AD. That's a nice jump right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good money too, much better money. PA's the bottom of the barrel, but you're right up there under the director. You get a nice check every week. Good for you.
This is a comedy show. Okay.
Oh. Did you not know?
Yeah. We think it is. I don't know.
Are we funny? We don't know.
I don't know. So you guys also produce functions for the film industry here in Nashville, like Hollywood Meets Nashville.
Yes.
Fashion shows like Modest is More fashion show.
Yes.
And you also do a lot of other stuff for charities like breast cancer awareness, children's charities, Colby's Army, all the way to homeless families. Tell us how you guys started doing that kind of stuff.
It's so funny. Okay, so I have a bunch of producers in town, and we kind of know everybody by everyone helping each other out. That's what I love about Nashville.
Sure.
There's so much fun stuff to do, and then when you show up, I showed up at Hollywood Meets Nashville, and that was one of my first main events 3 or 4 years ago, and things were in shambles, and so I ended up just working day and night, and it turned out to be really, really great production. And Charlie Daniels donated a golden fiddle. Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, they donated a bunch of swag. And from then on, I stuck with Hollywood Meets Nashville, and then I just started getting calls. When you work in the industry, people will just call you out of the blue. There's no advertising. So from there, charity's always been close to my heart, and Meredith can feel the same way. We work until we're tired, and we're like, okay, we need to get some sleep, but we just keep going. And
it's so worth it, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It's different when you're working with a charity, because once you're done, it's a really rewarding factor, And there's so many worthwhile charities, and when you see people, especially little kids, and their eyes light up when they come to the show, and you're just like, this is what I need to be doing constantly, no matter what I'm doing. Sometimes you get selfish in life, and then you realize, okay, I need to do stuff like this.
Get you some gratitude going on, some empathy, right?
Yeah.
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 Because, you know, show business is all about me, and more of me, and what do you think about me? So, yeah, it's good to give back, you know?
It's not all about you, Wayne.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no
now
problem.
we just get Jonathan on track here, we'll be all right.
No, I'm right there with you.
So, you guys, what are you working on right now? You guys got a film project? What's happening right now?
Yeah, well, I just got casted in David Clone's new show called Young Blade.
Yeah.
So,
We just had David
We
on the
did.
show.
last
Yeah.
Which is
week.
fun.
So yeah, I'm kind of playing this brainiac assassin.
She's hilarious. She's
Are you like with Mallory on one side? Or are you
Yes.
against her?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
on Mallory's
She's
side.
the closest friend that Mallory has in the training program. Let's say that.
Cool.
Did you break any of the blades though when you were practicing? Because I believe there were some broken blades we heard
Yeah,
about
we
last
did.
week.
Oh no, not this time. Maybe Sunday.
Maybe Sunday.
And you
Playing
know,
with some cool things.
it being such a closely knit town, I'm ADing for David. You know, I'm
Sure.
glad to do it. You know, because we all need to work together and stay together. Rising tide lifts all boats. I believe that.
Did you guys work on the mafia law together?
No. Actually, the funny thing is we so we did a pilot TV show and we pitched it to Filmcom, and that's when we first met David.
Yeah.
And we actually presented right after David, and I saw a fire in the sky, and I was like, you know, we're always looking for people in the industry that we can work together, because eventually, you know, we're all going to own this town. Okay.
That's
So
right.
that's what we're gonna do.
So yeah, Joey, we're all gonna have a piece of the pie.
Yeah, we gotta set up.
We just
for
gotta
that.
find the pie first.
Hey, we're the radio show for it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we're
There you
here.
go.
We're
That's
good.
up there.
And then some.
Right.
So Meredith, you were in the film Josie.
I was, yes.
What was your role in that movie?
I played the receptionist at
A quirky.
A quirky receptionist. Oh, okay.
I'm always playing these characters.
quirky?
At a record label.
Yeah.
She now she was AD, so
I was AD. I acted in it as well,
Yeah.
and then script supervisor.
And then Jonathan, hey, get in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez.
there was a great shot. We shot at the Cummins Station,
Yeah.
and this place we changed it, and we got so Olga Alexieva is a local artist who paints landscapes of Nashville. I mean, incredible. So we got her to bring her art in the rain, set it up on the walls, and make it look like a studio and signature pieces of Nashville,
Oh,
which I
nice.
thought was a great touch.
Cool. Yeah.
And then we got this. I got my dolly and Brendan Heaven, which you guys will see in a little bit. He's awesome. He's a brilliant director of photography. I mean, amazing. So we did this pan shot, and then here comes Meredith with this awesome hat, and she skips around the corner after this record exec's yelling at her like, you know, where's my 9:30? And she's like, they're coming. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. We had so much fun, and it turned out really
Yeah, this
good.
film went to the Nashville Film Festival, right?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
What other plans have you guys got going on for the film?
Okay, so we're rearranging post right now, and then we've met with a couple people. We got some contacts through Filmcom, and we're developing that as we speak.
Oh,
Sweet.
Good for you. Good for
Sounds
you.
awesome.
So, Meredith, you do something that's kind of interesting. You head up the skill development for the Tennessee Actors Guild.
I do. I
Tell us,
do.
for those that are listening and don't know what that is, what is that exactly?
The Tennessee Actors Guild is a group of actors in Tennessee that come together. We support each other and lift each other up, and we want to help each other, you know, just strive and accomplish goals in the industry here. And the skill development, I basically just come up with things in the group to do, like workup,
Like workshops.
extras, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
To try
Yeah.
to help, like with auditions and cold readings, and just you know, it's nice to just get that in.
So,
every now and then,
if
'cause
there's
you need
somebody
that.
listening that doesn't know what the Tennessee Actors Guild is, how do they get in touch with you? How do they join up?
We have a Facebook page, Tennessee Actors Guild, and you can go like us. And we actually will be having a meeting soon, I think, next month. So just go and like our page, and
Yeah.
we'll have the info up. So.
One thing I like about TAG, they call it TAG, they have these acting coaches come in, and I find those people invaluable.
Yeah.
And they bring so many resources to the table, and it's a great tight-knit community. I mean, when we were walking the red carpet of the Nashville Film Festival, they were right there, you know, and supporting us, and and then representing TAG, and we had a blast.
Is there a physical location? Where is TAG?
We basically just set up meetings around Nashville.
Wherever you can find a space,
Yeah,
depending on.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's really nice. I actually met our producer, Jill Santabanez, who you'll be speaking with later, on the set of Nashville, and then she brought me on to TAG. And then I met Jonathan through Jill and TAG, so that's all kind of how we came together
Cool.
a little bit. So that really,
And
it's really great.
I want to say one thing. Like, when I first started out, I manned the camera and took classes at Cable Access. That's when I first.
Oh, you worked at NECAT, right?
Yeah. And I was so desperate to get on any film and just be there, and now I go through withdrawals if I don't,
Yeah.
So you guys know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
totally. I'm going through one right now.
Yeah, so we'll come on set, man.
That's
filming
right.
Hey, we're filming Sunday. David Clone's burning down another.
The dude burns
He
down
burns-
stuff
Yes.
every week.
I don't let him come into my house.
I mean, how does he talk these people? I asked him, how do you talk somebody? Hey, you know what? I'd like to come and burn down your place.
Well, check this out. We're trying to figure out. I just contacted GoPro today, okay? And we're trying to figure out a way to strap. I don't know if he told you, strap a camera to one of the firemen going in
Oh,
the
no.
burning building.
No.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
And he was like, I don't know, man. The plastic's gonna melt, or whatever. So I'm like, just recently there was a guy who went down into a volcano with a GoPro. So I think if he can do it,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
The volcano's probably harder. I think.
You think?
Yeah,
But there's but
Molten
a
lava.
house is more contained. So.
But he's burning down barns, he's burning down houses. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I
The
digress.
footage is great.
Yeah, I digress. So, I wanted to say to anybody out there listening, or listening in the future, I love people who are so willing to work, and so willing to be a part of the industry and wanting to do something, the cream rises to the top in the industry. So if you just go out there and work on anyone's set, I'll let you work on my set. You would not believe how many people we've auditioned for PAs and they won't show up. They'll be like, hey man, I got to miss tomorrow, but can I come next week? I'm like, no, you can't, bro.
You
no,
blew
bro.
it.
No, bro. But if you want to do something, go to benevolentpictures.com. I'm sorry, go to benevolentpictures.org. Yes.
You have to know how to get there, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's my website or whatever.
Benevolentpictures.org.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the internet, Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
thank you, Joey.
I'll tell you
I'm gonna put a link on our page if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah. You do know what it is.
Click on the email link and just be like, hey, what's up? And that's what it's all about, because we love working around good, positive.
Hey, I want to read something real quick. This is a quote. Is this from your website?
Yeah.
I want to build an empire like Universal. I always tell people that if you look into history, no great successful filmmaker made it alone. In fact, successful filmmakers in history always have come together. For instance, George Lucas, John Milius, Francis Ford Coppola, and Steven Spielberg all worked on each other's projects.
That's true.
A rising tide truly lifts all boats. Very nice. You wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Is that's your mission statement?
That's my mission statement.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's
Building an empire.
See how I threw that in there, Joey?
Yeah. Good job.
so.
Well placed.
So people look at Steven Spielberg and they say, I want to be him. But they don't realize that in history, it's always took a team. It's always took a community to build. And literally, Steven Spielberg called John Milius, which is he wrote most of Dirty Harry, the famous lines.
Sure.
He wrote, directed Red Dawn. He wrote Apocalypse Now.
I know.
Okay? So,
Did you watch the doc?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that is
Yeah, bro.
awesome. I
Yeah,
mean,
bro.
the craziness that went on making that movie.
So
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Yes. I mean, like, I get done and I'm like, I gotta write something.
Yeah.
Okay. So he called up John Milius and he was like, listen, I'm making this movie called Jaws, and there's this scene where they're in the boat and they're all drinking, and the boat captain gives this story about Korea and how a missile or a submissile hits one of the submarines. And so John Milius, seriously, this is how it happened. Steven Spielberg was writing what John Milius was saying over the phone off the top of his head.
No,
okay?
really?
And what he wrote on a yellow notepad, what he gave the actor, and the actor was like, this is gold, but obviously I have to condense it down. It was like 7 pages.
Oh my good.
Yeah.
So he cut it in half, and that's exactly what was on Jaws.
Nice.
So yeah.
Point being, even the big guys started by working with each other.
Sure.
They had to.
Yes, and there's actually a picture of Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and John Milius looking over each other's shoulders at each other's scripts.
Yeah. Cool.
So remember that it doesn't take you. You don't want to be that person in the room who doesn't want to talk to anybody or say, "Hey, what are you doing? What can I help you with?" Because those are the people that succeed. The ones that say, "What can I help you with?"
Sure.
And everybody on my team is exactly like that. We all work with everybody in town. We said that at FilmCom, and we got our people took their hats off to us because they love Nashville. FilmCom is so unique. I don't know if you guys know this. It's the only place, the only idea that where studio heads, and if you don't know what FilmCom is, it's where you bring your projects. Studio heads are in a room and you pitch to them. It's crazy because that doesn't happen anywhere else.
Yeah.
At FilmCom, you sit there and say, "Thank you for coming to Nashville."
And they're here. The thing goes on all week. It's a great
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, we got to take a quick break,
We
but
do,
you
yeah.
guys stick around. We're going to bring a couple of other cohorts in just a minute.
Yes. Thank you guys.
All right, we'll be right back on Nashville Film Radio.
So
We
this.
brought in some more people.
All right, so this is the crew. So I'll start to the left. We have
Sure.
Brendan Heaven, the director of photography, right here. Brendan, say hello.
Hey guys.
All right,
He's
now
there.
we have Jill Santabenez, and she is the producer. And she's the amazing producer. Jill, hi.
Hi.
Hello, Joe.
Okay, so Meredith, the assistant director, Meredith Curtis, she's here, and then Jonathan Fraser,
That's
the director of Benevolent Pictures. I'm here. So
Yeah.
all of us are here.
Okay, there you go.
So,
That's
so
perfect.
Brandon is your DP, right?
Yes,
You,
yes.
you do all the DP and all
Yeah, I
the
do.
projects. And you went to Nashville Film Institute,
Yes,
right?
I did. Actually, I went to Nashville Film Institute. I graduated about a month ago.
Oh, wow, you're fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. You got
So-
the loans to start paying off, right?
Do you have a favorite camera or format you like to work with?
Not necessarily. I mean, every camera, it's really about the person using it. And I mean, if you're really skilled at what you do, you should be able to use those cameras to make them beautiful no matter what you're using. If it's a GoPro or say like a $20,000 camera.
So what is this
Yeah,
roto?
talk to us about rotogrinders.com.
Rotogrinders is a fantasy sports website.
Sweet.
So we kind of get to deal with all the craziness of fantasy sports that's just bloomed in the
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
What I do is all the media of it. I'm the lead producer on it.
Okay.
So basically I'm covering all the media. We pull it in from chat with all the guys around the country, honestly. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so we take that from the chat and bring it into a program where we can add all the visual effects and everything and export it back out YouTube live, which is
Oh,
awesome.
cool. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. YouTube Live.
What is your favorite part of being a DP?
Favorite part of being a DP probably is just being amazed at what you can catch with a camera.
Yeah.
Because it narrows basically what you see in real life, because it's not, based on what lens you're using and everything. It kind of focuses in and you see this beauty that you don't normally see if you're just surrounded by everything at once.
Has Jonathan ever asked you to film a shot and you go, I don't know how to do this?
I've done it a couple times, but I try winning it and usually he's
You
happy.
figured it out? And yeah.
Has he ever wanted a shot and you're like, yeah, that's not happening. Check this one out.
I try to do it. I mean, the only time I'd say no to him probably is if it risks me hurting myself. And I
yeah.
kind of have to pull the cord on that and be like, we can try, but I'm not going to kill myself for the shot. I'm sorry.
What's next? What do you guys got going on next?
We're just kind of letting projects come in and
Sure.
working through everything that we have.
Cool. Now let's talk to Jill for just a second.
Swing that mic over to Jill. Hello, Jill.
So
Hi,
Jill,
everyone.
hey, thanks for coming. So you're the social media director for Benevolent Pictures,
I am, yes, and also their producer.
and you're also a producer at Motion Poet for David
Cologne, yes.
Yeah. So what do you actually do as a social media director?
What I do is I create a lot of the sites, like our Facebook page, our Twitter page, Instagram page, and just keep them current, keep posting, and keep people interested. So it's been a lot of fun, especially because every time I'm on set with everybody, all the wonderful people that I work with, I take pictures, and so it's kind of like once we're on set, then I kind of post them immediately just to kind of get that interest and just everything going at once. So it's a lot of fun.
When we should dip into our budget and hire her for our
I
show.
think so.
I love
so.
social
We
media.
do not what we do.
She's extremely good
Yeah.
at everything she puts her hands on.
Oh.
Extreme.
You do the Twitter, and what all do you do then?
For Twitter?
No, I mean, what all different social medias do you use?
Oh, for me personally?
No, for your
Oh my gosh,
show.
I was gonna say, because I use a ton.
Oh.
But for the shows, we mainly use our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and our Instagram page.
Yeah. We gotta get an Instagram.
I think so.
All right, put it on the
Instagram's
to-do list.
amazing.
Is that like the new Facebook or the new
amazing.
Twitter, or what is that anyway?
Instagram,
Yeah.
it's picture sharing.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they're hashtag friendly, just like Twitter.
Sure.
Yeah.
It all links up.
So you've also worked as an executive producer and social media director for TJ Cates production.
Yes, we actually just finished a short film,
Sure.
a wonderful little short film called Block Party, and Brandon Heaven and Meredith Curtis here were actually in it too. They were actors
Cool.
in it. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun, and I was an actor in it too. So
Rumor has it TJ might be in the studio somewhere.
he is in the
He's
studio.
working
yes.
behind.
His camera's right
He's
here.
actually,
right
yeah.
there. Lean into the camera and
Really
say
good
hi.
friend. Hi. Yeah. He's filming this for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
So you're currently working casting projects for Audience Company in Nashville?
I
Is
am,
that
yes,
correct?
I'm working as a casting director for Audience Company, and a few productions here in Nashville. I've worked in also in Knoxville too.
Sure.
Is that like doing like a live show and they need people in an audience, or what are you actually doing then?
Oh, as a casting director, you just you get the whatever production needs, like the breakdown of actors, the amount of actors, and then kind of like the role that they need, and you just supply actors for them.
Okay, I just misunderstood. I thought audience, like you were bringing audience members. That's why.
Oh, Audience Company, that's just the name.
Oh, so.
And sometimes they do audience things too, but I just finished casting a commercial for them actually.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so it's a lot of different things.
Joey, we need to do our research.
Huh? Yeah.
No, I just thought audience company. Maybe
There's
you
a
were
lot of
like,
fun, yeah.
booking audience people because there are people that do that. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I did do that in California too.
Oh,
actually.
nice.
Yeah,
Cool. And you're an actor as well.
I'm an actor as well.
And where are you from originally?
California.
And what brought you to Nashville?
I have a sister down here, and she's amazing. And she's been out here for like 15 years, and she loves it, and she has kids, so it's been fun to be close to her.
Did you move to Nashville or did you go to Knoxville? Because you worked for Jupiter Entertainment.
Yeah, what's funny is I actually work for Jupiter Entertainment kind of like out of my house, because they just needed somebody, and since like a lot of the things are so social media driven, I was able to just do everything on my computer. So
yeah, you're working as a talent manager. What do you do as a talent manager?
well, a talent manager, really what it was they already had somebody as like a quote unquote casting director. So they hired me as a talent manager just to kind of be like basically a casting director, but they just needed to call me something else because they did have somebody in that position already, but they did still need my help. So as far as like IMDb and everything, like giving me a casting credit for it, they gave me like a talent manager credit.
Hey, if you want to give us a quick tip for
Great.
anybody that's listening, what would you say is the best thing to do for social media to help your career?
Oh, just keep on posting.
Just put that anywhere, Galen. He never says anything, but without him we would have no show.
Just keep on posting.
That's the trick, really. Just keep your visibility out there.
Just keep people interested and just have fun with it, because that's what social media is. It's just a lot of fun.
So we're going to wrap things up here, but Jonathan, if there's anything else you want to say about your team here and what you've created, then hit again where we can find you, where people can contact you guys if they want to work, if they want a PA for you.
Okay.
All that stuff.
Okay. So everybody's individuals, and we all come together and we help out everybody. Okay.
Sure.
So for me, benevolentpictures.org. benevolentpictures.org. Go there, check it out.
Sure.
But really, just drop a line via email. Link. So benevolentpictures.org, and I'm gonna drive it around, and then everybody as an individual will say themselves where you can contact.
Meredith, let us know.
Oh, you can find me on Facebook at the Meredith Curtis.
The Meredith Curtis.
Yes.
Okay.
So facebook.themeredithcurtis.com.
There you go.
And I'm going to put up links, so if you guys will send me this info, I'll put it up on the Facebook page tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm actually the only Jill Santabanez in the world. You can find me on Facebook. I get a lot of emails and tweets and everything, but Facebook message for me is the quickest way. And I do a lot of casting, so if anybody's interested in becoming an actor and asking questions, I'm asked questions every single day. So
Sure. Or being famous, she's the nicest person, and she will help you out, and she will help your career immensely.
Joey?
I love
think we're
talking
gonna
about
have to book some
acting, so
time with her.
yeah.
She's
So
a great
Jill
person.
Santabanez
She's
on
good.
Facebook.
All right, Brandon?
All right, mine's you can just go on Facebook and search Brandon Heaven, and it's probably gonna be the only one in the area.
There you go.
So that's really nice about having that last name. But you can also get on Benevolent Pictures. It has all our contacts on there as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you,
Brandon,
guys.
Jill,
Thanks
Meredith,
very much for coming out.
Jonathan, thanks for coming out.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys. You rock.
You guys are
Great
awesome.
job. Thanks
We'll
for
be back
coming
to
out.
wrap things up on National Film Radio.
Have a good night.